Welcome everybody to my round 3 of the Backyard Lightweight Pumper Championship. In this corner we have the 1994 Crosman 760. In this corner we have the brand new Umarex APX, which fires pretty hard. The favored in this round will be the APX, but we need to give it a chance, and as Chris Berman used to say on ESPN, that's why they fight it out on the field. Those are pretty straightforward. I use this Birchwood Casey shoot and see target. I think it's about 8 inches. 11 points for the bullseye, 10, and then each ring out. And you get 10 shots at 25 yards. At the end of it, you just count up the totals. They have kept the targets exactly the same and the scoring the same. I can compare air rifle to air rifle, and I've kept the conditions the same too. I'll show you in a second. The first up will be the revitalized vintage Crosman 760. I'm also limited to a 4x32 scope. All of them have 4x32s, so I don't get the best optics. The question is often whether or not the scope can maintain its zero even through the shooting. Go to the shooting bench. It's the Caldwell bench rest, no rear port, and all I get for sighting is these Simmons binoculars. That's it. With the 760, I'm going to shoot the Vogel wad cutter. The Vogel USA was getting an average of 577 and a standard deviation of 2.3. And I will take my glasses off. By the way, it's 95 degrees, but you can't wait for, to get below 90, or it'll be a while. Here goes. First one seems to be okay. I think I'll just leave it as it is right now. You have to kind of watch it to see if it starts moving on you. Looks good so far. All right, we're back for the last 2 shots. I'll tell you what, this stock really helps with length of pull, and be able to put your eye in the right position. Ooh, that one pulled. I don't think that was me. I think that's just a flyer. It happens. Yeah, I wish I could show you the what I could see, because of the sun coming in at a very side level there. You could see the flight of the pellet probably from 10 yards to 20 yards, and that one went like that. The others have just been kind of dropping down, so. And that one might have been me. Next up is the Umarex Ruger APX, 10 pumps. Same conditions. I'm using the JSB Exact Classics, the ones that I just discovered at Walmart, for a little cheaper price than your ones on the internet, although they may be a little different. The JSBs got a nice tight group here. Tended to shift, but it settled down here. Whereas the Vogel, which has the best numbers, it's settled down, but it's also a wider pattern. I'd just like to see how the JSB does, and I'm thinking that it's going to do pretty good in this. Let's go. This goes a lot faster than 760 with that magazine. Uh-oh, there's your flyer. That's it for the APX. It's going to be a lot closer than I thought it would be, primarily because this was moving out and you really couldn't tell which way it was going to go. So let's take a look at it and determine which one goes on from here. We got a problem coming up with the tie, believe it or not, but these in close made the difference. So I guess I'm going to have to make the rules up as I go along. We're coming up with a tiebreaker, and I'm running out of light and batteries. Let's make it 4 shots at each dime size little patch. If they will total up the hits. If I get no hits, we'll just alternate shots until one gets it. And hopefully I can do that in this period before I lose light. In the tiebreaker, you don't get any warm-up shot. We'll go with the first 4 shots with the Crosman 760. This may come down to just a lucky shot, but hey, that's the way it is. Can't tell the difference. 3rd shot. Well, just a little high. I'm gonna on the 4th shot. I'm gonna have to aim about an inch, probably a ½ inch low. See what we get. Last chance for the 760, maybe. Might have broke it. Might have got it. That's 4 shots for 760. The APX has got to come up with 2, or at least 1, and then we'll just keep going back and forth. So, load 4 shots. I don't even see if it hit the area. Nope, it was close. Last chance for the APX. I'm going to go down and manually check the target. Well, folks, I checked the target. All I could say is GW just got through beating Duke in the 2nd round. Some days you're just different than others, so that's the reason why you play the game. That was fun. I was not expecting that at all. My grandpa would really like to see that 760 do that. This kind of reminds me of some of the games that I played when I was a kid. When you play by yourself, like I would hit rocks with a souvenir baseball bat and come up with an imaginary baseball game. Same kind of things here. You're with what you got. It doesn't need to be a whole bunch. Just a good couple pumpers, a bench rest, and if you got them, a pair of buys. Well, you need them if you're as old as I am. Perhaps I should have went with the Vogels with the APX. Probably should have listened to more than just my hunch. The numbers don't indicate that the JSB would have been the best pellet. The Vogel had a lot better numbers, but several other pellets also had better numbers. So I will relook the APX, and you might put it up against the Daisy 80 for a play-in. But for now, it's the 760 versus the Barra on the next one. After I reviewed the videos of the remote camera, it turns out that we have 4 here, 1 there, not 3 and 1. So the 760 would have won probably anyway. Doesn't matter. The umpires on the spot said we needed an overtime. So we got an overtime, and it was great. Under competition, it hit a quarter pattern with 5. So gets the coveted quarter emblem in the book. It is what it is in lightweight madness here in the backyard. If you liked this video, if you did, make sure you press the like button. Appreciate any comments, and of course if you haven't subscribed, appreciate that too.